the ship. I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information still inside.
There it is, and mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been years. Looks like it was stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
Along with this anymore, we've done horrible things to the crew, the conditions they're in.
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while.
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days.
That's not right. My father was first
Ronald
officer.
Taylor was promoted under emergency command protocols. Other flagged issues: unsafe deceleration, local food and neural decay, beacon activation protocols.
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
I assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified impact and sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
Why wasn't the beacon activated before now?
Pause in beacon protocol.
Let's check the ship. My father had the beacon for almost 9 years.
Along with this anymore, we've done horrible things to the crew, the conditions they're in.
Luxury of due process, but this isn't.
Listen now. She threatened to report if I didn't.
What was her name? Sarah? Suzanne? My God, I can't remember. I can't remember her face. We need to get out so I can remember.
Some have lost faith. The hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
What are you talking about? You're not...
I don't remember how to say it. He's our leader and we serve so we can go home. He exiled them. So they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue will...
Hunters. They won't stop until the leader is dead.
Kill them! Agents of the liar! He will not escape!
On our left.
Tag!
Neutralize. Burn through any armor. Worse than neural decay. Suspect mental instability.
My father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very wrong.
You killed them, but there are more every day. They want to fight, but I just want to go home.
She's lost it. We need to find someone who can make sense of this. Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure. Is that a settlement? They'd better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
Clearly docile. Same uniform.
There aren't any
numbers.
men here. Maybe it affects genders differently. Makes
Previous
males get
females said hunters were exiled, behavioral, or gender-driven.
It doesn't matter right now.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
Forced us to eat, to decay. You are cursed with his face.
You certainly seem to have a way
You
with
heard her.
words.
I have his face. My father forced the crew to eat toxic food. What the...
Go away. You are like him. You will keep us here.
What the hell? Somebody had to push them to make that. That's...
He keeps us, protects us, and we please him like he demands.
Careful. Your captain demands obedience. Weapons are...
Not familiar with...
You have his face. This, I forget how to read, but this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us.
Jacob,
It's,
what is it?
My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
The beacon was fixed after a year, so the plan must have worked.
Those weren't the last entries on the casualty list. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women. And after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
Do you see an explanation for this?
I need to find this man.
This is Captain Ronald Taylor. Thank God you're here. My crew went insane. I only just got free.
Older dead left posed, positioned. Possibly a warning. Recent corpses left where they fell.
The hunters started fighting back.
Get ready to fight. Not difficult.
Careful. I automated my defenses after the crew started attacking.
He had plenty of choices. A little late to blame his victims.
This is valuable.
Excuse me. Impact imminent. Backup switches in requesting signal.
I had to keep them busy, distracted, but it's getting dangerous. Thank God you've come.
He had his fun, and now he wants out. Son of a bitch.
Incoming.
Killed that one. Collision proximity. Hostile forces have engaged. Excuse me, careful.
It took years to train my guards. I'm afraid you'll have to fight them to rescue me.
Throwing people away. This thing is not my father.
Get over here! Take a
Come on over! Hostile drone! Enough with the toys. I need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify this.
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've gotta have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. The toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
Commander Shepard of the Normandy. I believe you're a...
Taylor. Jacob. No. Not Jacob.
Why not me? Would 10 years of this look better to anyone else in the galaxy?
You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I hope to leave it at that.
I'm not unreasonable, Captain, but 10 years?
God damn it! Why did you
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy, at first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
What happened to the other
Anders
officers?
found his conscience a little late to step back. He had an accident. Things got tense. I got a little basic in setting examples.
You fought over people like they were toys.
We can help these people. Cerberus can have ships here in days.
He's not worth the fuel to haul him out or the air he's breathing. He's damn lucky I don't think he's even worth pulling the trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
We'll secure him for an Alliance court. For every year here, he'll have 10 to think about it.
Give him all the time in the galaxy. The man who did this doesn't know right from wrong.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I did the best I could.
I'm 10 years past believing that.